Hey, what's happening, all you mechanical maniacs? There's Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of Rot2Rad here at Quayzar's Customs, my little garage space here. Um, we've drug in this convertible 64 Impala. Has over 200,000 miles, but it is a convertible and it's a dark red. So what I ended up trying to do here, we've got the engine out of it, kind of stripped everything out from the inside. I'm trying to do something a little bit different underneath here. So this is basically like a dark gray metallic and red and chrome. So that's how that's going to play out. The car itself is like a dark red. So I'm actually not even sure this is going to look good. I mean, this is a darker red. You know, a brighter red would probably look better. But we'll see what it looks like. I mean, eventually when I get this thing done. Let me put it back down close to the ground, and but yeah, that's my update on the Impala. So not a whole lot going on there. Last week's episode, we built this caddy. Speaking of dark gray and red, maybe I've got this thing for dark gray and red. I have no idea. I really need to get a step out of my box a little bit. Anyway, we did this beautiful caddy. We've got a couple of naysayers. You know, it's a big land yacht. That has been a phrase I had not heard in a long time, land yacht. So thanks for that laugh. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy, but for the most part, everyone did enjoy it and liked it. So guess what? Saves outvoted the sells. So we get to sell it or put it in the parking lot. There we go. All right. Now that we've got that all done, let me check my inventory. I don't think I have anything. Nope. Anything going on here? No, not at all. Okay, yep. So that's the update on the Impala. So I'm hoping the gray will look okay underneath there. I don't know. I don't know. So let's do what we need to do. Let's hit the junkyard and see what we can find out there, shall we? All right, out here in the rust, the dust, as we would say. So our plan is here. What do we do with this Rot2Rad series? Well, we actually come out here and we try to find something that's under 150,000 miles, and we try to find something that's something we haven't done, and that's been kind of difficult past few episodes, just because I haven't subscribed to that many cars on Steam, and everything we've done a lot of. So everything we've seen so far is just out of the realm of 100,000. Oh, this is a Poliza wagon. Okay, it's a Poliza wagon, but it's just a regular VW. 131,000 miles. I don't think we've done a regular VW. I don't think I'd want to do it as a Poliza. Escort Rally 132. We have done that. Mustang GTR, just over 150,000 miles. Viper, we've done 11. Silva, we have not done. Well, have we done a Silva? I think we have. I think we have done a Silva. 2002 Nissan Silva. I think. Yeah, I think we've done one. Hard to say, but yeah, I think we've done. What's the mileage on that? 115. Okay. So we've got a couple of options anyway. Let's see here. Mustang drag version. We've got the drag version of our Impala here. Okay. And what do we got here? What Audi R8? A gutted Flamo. Oh, we've got a Lotus. We haven't done one of these in a long time. 151,000 miles. So yeah, that's not a thing. We've done the Gullwing. This 300 SL. It's the Resto Mod black interior. What was the miles on that? 231. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Corvette. Oh, Gallardo. 80,000 miles. We have done. Oh, we had Aston Martin DBR1. We have done one. A pre-runner. we've done something similar to that before. Vanilla car there, I'm not really interested in. Chinese car there, I'm not really interested in. We got ourselves, yeah, an RTR fastback. Engine looks really small in there. That's interesting. Got ourselves a 4x4 off-road El Camino. And what is this? Oh, this is a resto mod for the restaurant mod. Okay, so we had just a couple of options back here. What do we have here? I think we're going to go with Volkswagen Bug. I mean, we have like a somewhat of a bug in the garage, but I want to do that or the Silva. I think we're actually going to do the Silva. I'm going to do something a little bit different with the Silva. Yeah, what's the price tag on this bad boy? 9,000. Estimated value is 10. That works. We'll go ahead and do the Silva. We've done a lot of muscle cars. It's time to do a tuner. So let's hit the garage and do this thing up. All right, let's go take a look at what we picked up out in the junkyard. All right, so like our typical fashion here, this is a DLC, and I think we have done one of these before, but I think it's time to readdress and look at this all over again. Now, this being like one of the Fast and Furious, was it Tokyo Drift cars? We don't really want to do a Tokyo Drift car, right? I want to do something a little bit different with this. I feel like, you know, we've really done the Fast and Furious cars to death, and I've done at Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We did all the Fast and Furious cars over there. I even backtracked and went in and did Jason Momoa's Impala, if you want to go check that out. But yeah, okay, let's go send you first car lift. And like always, I want to see what this body's going to look like. Let's go ahead and send you over here. What's it going to cost me? $1,300. Damn, that's a lot of money. Okay, so she's cleaned up. What is the factory color is blue, so that's one of the rules, is I can't keep it this color. Fair enough, right? Right. So yeah, we are going to do something different. Let's go to put that away. All right. So now what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to put this bad boy in the air. I'm going to start ripping. This is a front-wheel drive vehicle, so this is going to be interesting. This whole front end will have to get done in one shot. So we're going to take the rear end apart, and then I'm going to buy new parts, get it all painted, and I'll be back. Meet you guys back here in the garage in a few minutes. All right? Okay. Stay tuned. You know, I'm sitting here thinking, I said this is a front-wheel drive car. And I even took the drive shaft out of it. No, it is not a front-wheel drive car. It is a rear-wheel drive car. Oh my goodness, where the heck is my head today? All right, so this is what we get going on here. We are going to go with this beautiful deepened purple. Now, as far as the bushings are concerned, I was going to go with the purple-ish bushings, these right here. But honestly, I'll buy one just to show you. It looks awful on here. See, it just looks, yeah, it doesn't, I don't like it. So, decided to go black. I thought I had a vision, and that vision just was not setting well in my stomach. So yeah, we reverted back to the black polyurethane bushings, and then we're going on from there. Because, I mean, it just looks a lot better. Now, along with that, because I always do this, I decided to go a little different back here too. I went with the black springs. That's right. Went with the black springs. Instead of the yellow ones that just stand out really bright and bold, we decided to go with the black. So I figured it would looks a little better. I mean, it's not as bold and bright with the yellow back there. I mean, I thought, the yellow would look good considering chrome runs right through that. Love it. It would look good considering, but I just really thought it looked better. Just black. And I think it does make a difference. I think it does. It's subtle, right? It's not stand in your face kind of thing. It looks like a well put together rear end here. I knew I forgot something. Okay. So we've got that all well established back here. All right. Let's get this other side done real quick. Again, with the sway bar, I went with the black here and the chrome here. It looks really good. You have to play around with it within the QAL mod paintings when you're painting it, but it turns out really, really well. And I just enjoy the heck out of it. Now with the new addition, knowing that there's going to be a new car mechanic simulator coming out in the near future, I won't say near future, I'll just say in the future. I'd really want to see what kind of features they're going to have on that, because I mean, it's got to be better than this one, right? So it's got to be better than this one, yet still be a nice playable type game. I don't like things when you have to think too much. Like Wrench is probably one of those games that you would have to think. I don't play it, I don't own it, but I've heard a lot about it. Much like My Summer Car. It's been a while since I've got behind the wheel in My Summer Car. Be quite honest with you. But that was one of the games that's just so frustrating. And that's all part of the game, honestly. It's just to make you frustrated. How about that? So, all right. So now that I know that I've made my mistake, I bought an extra sway bar. I don't need that. So now that I know I've made the awful mistake of calling this a front-wheel drive car, we're now going to take the front end apart and do the same thing. I'm going to take it all apart, buy all new parts, get these all painted up, and then we'll be back in a few minutes and we'll put this thing back together. All right, with the front end all taken care of now, I took the liberty of taking care of the engine compartment. Went ahead and took care of all the things that are in there, like all the small tanks and everything. Went with the TK aftermarket lower suspension arm. I thought I was going to go with a regular suspension arm, but after playing around with this, I was like, oh man, this looks good. Okay, and our front shock, so we can see that the shaft in there is chrome. Yeah. So we've got the chrome and black going on up there. All right, got that. Looking pretty good up front. And that's exactly how I want it to play out up here. It looks good. Wait a minute, hang on. My front sway bar is black. I actually wanted that to be chrome. How did that happen? Hurst, you're not paying attention. I mean, I could have just went over to the other. Okay, front sway bar. Okay. I want you chrome, my friend. Okay, let's try that. All right. There we go. That looks much better. I wanted to have that touch of chrome in there. Coming across like that, that looks good. All right. The black didn't look too bad. But I was totally wanting to do the chrome look. Okay, the disc brakes on this look savage. Wow, that's going to look good. I need to make a wheel. I need to put a wheel on here that really highlights that brake caliper color. So now that I'm going to think about what colors I'm going to, or what I need to think. I actually haven't thought about a color I was going to paint this thing. So yeah, I may have to take another look at what I was planning on doing here. Only because I'm thinking, I was thinking one color, now I'm thinking a different color. I'm going to take it into the paint booth and see just what looks the best, actually, I think. Got a couple in mind, so we will get there eventually. All right, we've got this pretty much wrapped up with the front end, so now what we need to do is hit the garage, hit the engine build area and get that done. That looks pretty good. All right, let me check my stuff here, my inventory. Yep, he's running 18s on here, so that's not too bad. We may bump that up to an 18. I'm thinking so. Going to have to go build this i4 dual overhead cam engine real quick. And then, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Does that? Nope, that's not going to do it. Okay. So we need that. The steering wheel, but I want a different steering wheel. So let's go. Here's my interiors. Okay. Okay. Close. Your search. I want this particular one I'm thinking of in my head that I want to put on here. I think it's the Mark III here. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy that one. Back seat. Let me take a look at the steering wheel. Does that steering wheel look? Yeah, it looks pretty good in there. Looks like it actually belongs. Okay. Now we're gonna go hit this is a DLC, right? So let's go here, and there's no extra parts. So we're just gonna buy one of everything. This bad boy needs a spoiler on it. It really does. But that's okay. Hopefully we can jazz it up a little bit. Jazz it up a little bit. Listen to me. What the heck am I? Okay. There we go. Nice, easy peasy right there. Okay, I'm not going to put the plates on it yet. Is that it? How did I... Oh, I must have hit... Jeez. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Got the body all done. I'm going to go hit the engine and get that done. And we'll be back in a few minutes to finish this thing up. Alright? Okay. Stay tuned. Alright. What you have in front of you is another masterpiece. A piece of artwork, I guess you might say. It's pretty nice. Let's go ahead and take this bad boy off. Go ahead and take it over here and set it inside of here and see what she looks like. Yeah, look at that. That is just a beautiful piece of machinery right there. All right, for the wheels and tires, I decided to go with the Pagani type wheels right here. This is the front, rear. Decided to go with the offset front and rear. The back, I'm running about a 275. They stick out just a little bit. Now, I didn't test the front ones. Front. I think it should be okay. I'm running like a 255/30 up front, so I think that will work. Does it stick out? It sticks out just a little bit, doesn't it? kind of like a track car. So that'll work. Front. And I wanted them spokes to stick out a little bit to capture that purple in there of that brake caliper. So that worked out okay. All right. Let's throw this bad boy in the air. Need a transmission and starter. So let's see here. Need exhaust pipe. Got that. Transmission. Go ahead and put that in. We're not going to paint it. We'll just leave it the way it is. Starter. Yeah, I think that's about it, right? Yeah, drive shaft. Other than that, I'm wait with this carbon fiber bad boy from TK Aftermarket. All right, we are done with the Nissan Silva. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to. Let's go grab a plate. Ohio plates. There we go. I'm just going to stick one on the back. There we go. Voila. All right, I'm going to take it over to the test path, get everything aligned, get everything filled, and I'll meet you in the paint booth. All right, let's see what we can do with this bad boy. All right, everything's filled. Now, initially, I was thinking nice bright yellow with the purple. Actually, the yellow, I was actually going to tone it down a little bit. To about a 90. So that's what I thought about. Was a nice yellow with the purple. I thought it would look really good. Now, I'm also thinking just a nice pure white. Now, not the gloss, maybe a pearlescent look. I think it looks good with the red, the spec R, and the taillights pop out. Really, really good with that. Actually, it looks like a pretty clean looking car being white. Or I could go gloss black. Not pearl black, but like a chrome black, which makes it really freaking shiny. So I like all the colors. But I think ultimately, I mean, we could go purple with it too. That's not the factory color right there. Man, does that just that shines. Million gloss. Look at that. I don't know. I think we're gonna go with the white. Kind of plainish, but a beast, right? Very nice looking. Got that purple that pops off in there. I think it looks pretty good. I think we're gonna stick with the white. The yellow was my initial color. But after seeing the white, I think that's gonna be my ticket right there. I also thought about going tealish. Tealish. Huh. Trying to find a nice teal, but that's kind of hard to do. Anyway, we're gonna stick it with the white. So let's go ahead and take it. Let's go ahead and go over to the dyno and see what this bad boy can do. Alright, plain but powerful. Alright, we did have... Yeah, we don't have a carburetor, but we do have that. Not -1, -2, -1. No, that's 0. That's not going to work out. Okay, so let's go... 0. Oh, 0 it is. Yeah, nope, okay. So here. Okay. Oh, 4's across. 5's across. Yep, that didn't work out. Okay. know there's a formula to this. I just don't know. I don't remember what it is. There we go. All sixes all the way around. We got a plus 16%. All right. So much for the tuning. Anything else I need to do here? I do not think so. All right. Let's see if this bad boy will throw down. Oh, crap. I meant to put the intercooler on there. Oh, man. I missed a part. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this back on the lift. That's a first. Okay. We need to get a small intercooler. We'll go small intercooler right there. All right, there it is. All right. Now we can take it over to the dyno. Man, why didn't I catch that before? While we're here, I might as well tint the windows too. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave the windshield in place for this one. Use the equipment. There we go. It's going to go 75%, but man, that looks pretty clean. Done. Dyno time. Ooh, 469 horsepower, 378 pounds of torque. Put it in the drag rating at B at 327. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A nice Silva. We'll put that out here. And now it's time for you guys to shine. Let me know what you think of the build. Down below, let me know, should I save this bad boy or should I sell it? I'm actually really liking the color of that engine inside of white. I did try to paint the Optima battery, but it didn't work out, so I just left it alone. So yeah, I think it looks really good underneath there, but ultimate decision is yours, ladies and gentlemen. Do I save it or do I sell it? Let me know down below, and I look forward to hearing from you. Hit that like and subscribe button if you feel like it, and I will talk with you all very, very soon. This is Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight, and I am out.